Today is mid-January. I'm planting seeds today. Seeds is kind of the key of having a garden. If you don't have seeds, you don't have much. My cameraman is the tripod, but I have all kinds of seeds in here. We have a lot of seeds today. This is my list of seeds. I don't really expect you to see this. It's just we have a lot of them. And then I put a slash through them when I pulled them out of the seed containers to put in here. And it looks like a lot of these varieties I'm only planting 5 seeds per variety, because I just want to get a few coming on and a few going. Today we're growing for a family, a couple of families, so we need about 30. We need to feed about 30 people at a time per meal, or meals. There's multiple families. And so, you know, 5 seeds of like 5 cabbage varieties, that's 25 cabbages, so that's a lot of cabbages to be coming on and harvesting about the same time. So there's my seeds. Let's see about a seed tray. This one will work. There's a seed tray. Sometimes when you're transplanting, it's hard to get the seeds out, so I'm experimenting with modifying some of these. Some of them I'm just cutting. Hope you can see this. It's hard to do it without a cameraman. I'm just cutting them like this, and then it loosens it up a little so you can loosen it easier to get the plugs out. These ones I cut it completely off so you can stick your finger all the way through there. So yeah, so there's that. Now I have my potting soil. I cooked this potting soil. I've already made a video about sterilizing the potting soil, and this is actually the one that I had in the video. And so here it is. Came out of the oven. Came out a few days ago. It's back to room temperature. Never use soil that's hot to transplant seeds into, or transplants into. Okay, I'm just gonna bring it over here. So this has been sterilized up to 300 degrees in the, probably didn't get that hot, but I had the oven set at 350, just like you're baking something in the oven, normal setting. And then after an hour or so, stuck a thermometer in, just right through here. You can see the holes in it where I stuck the thermometer through. To check it, and when it was up at a couple of 100 degrees inside, that means it's killed your bad fungus. It kills everything that's alive. So if you have good bacteria and good fungus in your soil, it's going to kill that too. But we don't want any bad fungus growing in here, because it's going to kill your seeds. We don't want Phytophthora and all those others. There's a whole bunch of others. Can't even think of them off the top of my head. But today's about planting seeds. So I'm just taking 4 fingers, pressing this down, each one of them. It's kind of compacting the soil in there. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna look through this viewfinder and see what you're seeing. You can barely see what I'm doing. Here we go. Bring a little more dirt in now that I've compacted it in with my fingers. Smooth it off. And I have some tools you can use to smooth it off too. You could use a board like this. You could use a big putty knife for painting, a brush, whatever you want to do that, to level it off. And then go like that. And that's creating the places for the seeds to go. Alright, just like that. Just a little dimple where the seeds are going to go. So I've done this twice. Did it the first time to compact the soil down in. And then the second time is for a place for the seeds to go. Okay, now I'm done with that. And now we're gonna go ahead and plant. And I'm gonna open this up. And first thing to do is to find my seed tags that I have made. So I made these tags, I just wrote them out off of my list that I made. And I made the paper list off of the computer, which you have access to as a Patreon member. So these ones are being planted the 20th of January. Today's the 20th of January. So I put the 20th of January. I put the name of what it is, spinach, and this came from Aldine, and the 30 plugs of that spinach. So there's 10 plugs this way. So I'm going to count over 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm putting that in. So that's 30 plugs of Aldine spinach. And this is stevia. I'm starting that in the house. So I'm just going to put that back in there. And then I've got artichoke. That gets started in the house. So I'll put that in there. Spinach Lofthouse 30 plugs. 1, 2, 3. Came from Joseph Lofthouse. Spinach Giant Noble 30 plugs. 1, 2, 3. Spinach Bloomdale 30 plugs. 1, 2, 3. Shishito pepper, starting those in the house. Hamburg parsley, those go in a biopot. Carrot, those go in biopots, biodegradable pots. Early Jersey Wakefield, 5 seeds. So I'm gonna put that one there. 5 is halfway through. Here's another carrot. 5 seeds of cabbage, the violaceae, can't say it, it's a different language. Putting it on this side, so those ones will go here, and then the Jersey Wakefield will go there. Got injured carrot, Lincoln, pea. I'm gonna do those a little different. Chives. Okay, here's a cabbage. Kiloboss cabbage, so I'm going to put that there. So 5. Watermelon radish. I think I want those in a larger plug tray. Thyme, onion. Okay, lettuce. I need 20 lettuces. So 10, 20. Romaine lettuce, 10, 20. Rogue de Hyver lettuce, 10, 20. And that's more lettuce, but my tray is full now. Except I could fit 5 more right here, because I have 5 there. I have 5 empty holes. I probably just won't plant those. So now I need to open this up. This is my tray, and then I need to pull out a seed packet here. Here is a lettuce, Rogue de Hyver. Good. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. There's a lot of new varieties that I've never grown, so I don't even know how to say them. Pull out my trusty hook-bladed knife. I love my hook-blade knife. Careful with it. It's kind of on the sharp side. Oh, my eyes are bored. I can't see where this is at. But I like to keep it clean. I hate it when we go tearing stuff open. Rogue de Hyver. This is a free seed sample from Baker Creek. Heirloom seed. And I'm just going to put like 2 seeds in each one. So I'm just barely tapping that. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. If I have an accident with this one and 3 seeds go in, I'm going to leave it. It's okay. 1, 2. I look at my tag. My tag says 20 plugs. So that tells me what to plant here. Uh-oh, about 10 seeds went in that one. That was a mistake. Need to calm down. Kind of in a hurry and I'm being sloppy. Okay, Rogue de Hyver is done. Now, so I don't get it all mixed up and spill all my seed, I'm gonna stand it up right there. so that they stay together. Now I need, a lot of my carrots I'm waiting on. I think I had my cabbage seed out. Here's a cabbage. This is Violacio. Look at the beautiful color. Violacio. Where are we at? That's this one. 5 seeds. So that's hardly any at all. My knife was too hard to use. I'm going to see if I can find a pair of scissors to cut this with. Oh, you know what? I had my scissors out here because I was cutting the pot. Okay, so I'm just going to cut the very, very top of that off. Cut the extreme top portion off of there. And now we can open it up. Here again, this is from Baker Creek. Cabbage seeds are round and they'll come rolling out so fast that you'll plant the whole packet if you're not careful. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my 5 seeds. Okay. And I'm going to put it right there and stand it up. Now let's look for the next one. If I'd wait till the afternoon, all this water would be done dripping. It's very sad when it goes down your neck. Okay, just sorting through the seeds here. Okay, here's Lofthouse Spinach. We got this from Joseph Lofthouse. He's a seed saver from Logan, Utah. He wrote some pretty interesting, very interesting articles in the Mother Earth News about Landris seed. Where the heck is that? Lofthouse, right here. 30 plugs. Okay, so I'm going to plant 30 of these. I pretty much want 1 seed per 1, 2, 3, just 1 seed per cell. I'm growing these out to be nice, big, beautiful cabbages. Okay, 3 seeds, 2 seeds. Some of these, they're not going in super accurately, just getting 1 seed. For this application, it's okay. He does not test the germination on these. In fact, he doesn't even sell seed. You just kind of have to know the guy. He will give seed to you for free, though, if you can find him. So here's his seed. We're going to see what it does. And this seed is a lot smaller, because it's probably just a different variety. But this is how I plant my seeds. Let me just pop them in here. So that's how I do it with every single variety, unless I'm planting into a biodegradable pot. And it's still pretty much the same. Okay, so that one's done, so I'm going to put it on that side of the box so I don't have to resort through it. And I'm just going to take this in here. When your seeds are growing, I put them in here, right there, on that tray back there. I have a heating mat back there that's electric, and it keeps them warm so they sprout good. And then those are some of my sprouts that have come up from what I've planted recently. So that is onions, and then we have a mix of different things. There's crotonian cabbage, cauliflower, beets, chives. Actually, it's not chives, it's green onions. And we have some tomatoes and some lettuce. And over here in those white biodegradable pots, I have these are carrots that are coming up. And then from here, we transplant them out into the garden. So we get transplanted into the garden out here. We get transplanted out here once. Yesterday I planted these right here, going all the way up until you see the wire hoops. And then everything's coming along. It's working beautiful here. And the hotbed's working good. I've been adding a little bit more compost to keep it warm. The plants that are in there don't even need a hotbed, but once my tomatoes and peppers get going, I want the hotbed going. So things are thriving and doing great. And that's how I plant seeds. Okay, I got all my seeds in there now. And so now I'm just going to show you how I cover them up. I just kind of look at it and I make sure that there's no seeds up too high. If there are, I kind of poke them down just a little bit. And then I just take this little bit of soil and I just rain it down on there, just gently, like that. I don't want it too deep. I just want to fill up the holes, but not really have it above the level of the the plastic here. Just filling in the holes a tiny bit. And I'm not super concerned with these species on them too deep or too shallow. I'm just getting them in there about 1/4 inch. Okay, I'm going to show you how I water this. I just use this watering can right here. And I water it. Now you don't want the water to run off because seeds will float to the top. So I'm just sweeping right across it. I want it to soak in good, but if I have any pooling on top, the seeds will float to the top and then they will float away. See how some of that splashed? That was super bad. So you just saw how not to do it. You don't want it to splash because seeds will probably splash out. So you just come right across. And the water is soaking in. I'm waiting for a second for it to soak in good. And then I just watch it every day. It stays pretty humid in my propagation house here, so I don't need to worry about it too much because it's staying moist. But if they ever dry out in this stage over the next couple of weeks of germination, your seeds are going to die. So you need to watch it and keep it watered every day or two, maybe every once a week. It just depends how humid it is and how much your seeds are growing. And then we'll just take it and put it on the shelf in there. Okay, there's the tray we just planted and put in there, and then it'll just stay there and I'll make sure it stays moist. And within a week we'll have stuff coming up. And then in 2-3 weeks from now we'll be transplanting it out into the garden here, meaning inside the big jalapeno. I'm planting a bunch of herbs today. I want to make sure you can see these. Because a lot of times people are intimidated by herbs, and there's no reason to be intimidated. But we have here, we have onion chives, winter savory, garlic chives, oregano, marjoram, thyme, 2 kinds of thyme, and then Elisa Craig onions. And so the onions will all be in here, and then red speckles lettuce on the very end. So that's what I'm going to be planting in here. Some of these seeds are extremely small. Let's open this one. This is winter savory. So these seeds are so little that they have packaged them in another packet inside here. Let's see if I can comprehend what I'm doing. Okay, so these seeds are very small. Might have to redo this video if my cameraman, if we can't focus in on this. But there's some baby tiny little teensy tiny seeds. Winter savory here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to my winter savory row and I'm going to plant, 3 or 4 seeds in each one. Maybe 5 or 6, because that's about how many are going in. I don't want to plant them all in case there's some kind of a bad condition and my seeds die for some reason. I want a few seeds to start again. But I will go ahead and plant all of these this season. But for today, I'm going to try that and we'll see how they do. So there's winter savory. So that one is done. The next one is marjoram. And again, they have packaged the marjoram, or the marjoram, in another little packet inside. And these ones are even smaller. These ones are like a lot smaller. So this is marjoram, and here's my marjoram row. So I'm going to put 4 or 5 seeds in each one. Having trouble getting them to come out. Marjoram. You can see them pretty good. My light's good here. If your light was wrong, you wouldn't even be able to see these seeds. Very tiny seeds. Okay, so there's that one. There's my marjoram. Sweet marjoram. It's so good to cook with. Here is oregano seed. Oregano seed is extremely tiny. And some of these seeds are just bigger than a speck of dust. So here's the oregano. Find my oregano row. Let's see if we can see how big it is. Oh yeah, it's teensy. Teeny tiny. You can't even see it. 8, 19, 11. I have 11 seeds on the palm of my hand. It's interesting to know if the camera's gonna pick that up. But anyway, here's oregano. So here's my oregano. My oregano row. I'm probably getting 10 or 15 seeds in each one. Here again, I'm not going to plant them all. Okay, this is German thyme, which is just a common thyme that you grow for culinary use. So I'm going to plant a lot of these in here. I'm putting 20 or 30 seeds in each one, expecting low germination. And there's that one is done. And here's creeping thyme. These seeds came from Nichols Garden Nursery. If you ever need to know where a seed came from, go to the spreadsheet at the bottom of the spreadsheet. And it shows my seed orders for the year. Creeping thyme. These are teeny tiny seeds. About 10, 15 seeds going in each one, which is way too many. But you can't even tell I planted them. There's still a bazillion seeds in there. Okay, so here I'm going to put a few seeds there. There's some seeds. A great big seed. Well, not like a corn or a bean, but you can at least see them on my hand. Garlic chives. So I want a clump of garlic chives to grow. So I'm going to put 7 or 8 seeds in each little plug tray here, because I want them to grow as a clump. And they will grow thicker and develop a clump as they grow anyway, but I want to start out with a clump.